This is Stephen with HBK Technologies. This video is to demonstrate the ineffectiveness of image-based CAPTCHAs in the modern age, because there are programs like the one you see on my screen that can automatically solve them. And what CAPTCHAs are these pictures with the numbers and letters in them, and what their intent is to stop automated sign-ups on websites, spam, anything of that nature. And when they first came out, they worked because all of the programs that did this automatically, like the one you see running in the background that I'm running for demonstration purposes, couldn't solve the CAPTCHAs. Once they got to them, it just couldn't solve them, and whatever task they were attempting to automate would fail. Well, then they came out with this program, which is called CAPTCHA Sniper, and this doesn't cost the person using it anything after paying the initial price for the software. And what this software does is uses image processing on a computer to come up with the answer automatically. And unfortunately, when I was setting up this demo, I didn't specifically select just sites that use CAPTCHAs that this program supported. But I did that on purpose because what you see when it says no answer is there's also another type of image CAPTCHA solving service, and some of them are like Decaptor, Death by CAPTCHA, or names of some of them. And what they are companies that employ a group of people to fill out image CAPTCHAs. And what these automated bots do is, well, what you see going on here is when this program gets a no answer, when you see it coming up and it says it can't answer it, which is quite a bit of them right now, what it does is it then sends the CAPTCHA code to this service. In this example, it's Death by CAPTCHA, and the people that work there will solve the CAPTCHA code and send it right back to this program. And then, as you can see over here, as this video is going, a lot of these links are being generated, and that they are successful signups. So as you can see, this is very effective. And it also proves that image CAPTCHAs are very ineffective at stopping spam on a website. They don't work anymore. Everyone says that this one right here doesn't work, or that rather it works. It's called reCAPTCHA, and that one does not work because the Death by CAPTCHA service can solve it. And in fact, they just have come out with a OCR, which is the computer version of it, like you see here on my screen. They've come out with a program like this that has a 65% success rate for automatically solving reCAPTCHA. So reCAPTCHA doesn't even work. People have switched to text-based questions, like what's the name of this website. Another one would be like a math question, like what's 5 plus 6. Other times they ask questions like the name of a movie star in a movie or something to that effect, and they no longer work either, because there are now services that companies have that you can pay for that will integrate with the bots, like the one in the background that does all these automated signups. And what these companies do is employ a group of people to go out and answer all these text-based CAPTCHAs. And when they get the answer right, it records it into a database. So now there's a giant database full of answers to these questions that this program can automatically interface with. So text-based CAPTCHAs and image-based CAPTCHAs are just as ineffective as the other. None of them work. And what I recommend, and I've included links in the original article posted on my website, are JavaScript-based CAPTCHAs, because these bots at this point in time still cannot solve JavaScript. One form of it I like personally is it's called QA CAPTCHA, I believe, and what that is like a part on the screen where the person has to slide the slider to unlock it. Very similar to a cell phone slide to unlock feature, but you have to do it with the mouse. And that's done with JavaScript, and these bots can't do that. Another great thing to do is, for example, on hbktechnologies.com, the entire contact form is done with JavaScript, so these bots can't read it and fill it out automatically. That's another great way to stop it. I've even seen some more creative methods like key CAPTCHA, which makes you assemble a puzzle. I believe that's the one that does that. You have to assemble pieces of a puzzle. There's one that Microsoft was doing where you had to click on pictures of animals, like they would display 10 cats and 10 dogs on the screen. You'd have to click on all the cats. It's another one they were using for a while. That works rather well. But the purpose of this video is to show you that image CAPTCHAs do not work. And Another question someone might have is how much does it cost to use these services as fallbacks when the computer software can't solve it? They're actually really cheap. They're only $1.39 for 1,000 CAPTCHA solves, which means that it only costs pennies on the dollar to run this program. It's not really that expensive. You might honestly use $2 or $3 a day. So basically, image CAPTCHAs are not going to be effective anymore. And what you have to do to stop forum spam is look to an alternative method. I recommend JavaScript. There are other ways to do it, but do not rely on image CAPTCHA if you want to protect your website, forum, blog, comment sections from spam, because as you can see, they're automatically breakable. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll be looking forward to making a lot more for you.